Thank you for listening. A list of content warnings can be found in the episode description. Take care. Enjoy the show. Planescape Torment, the Unofficial audio series. A narrative let's play adapted and produced by RevocerGM. Combining in-game audio with additional voice acting through dialogue and descriptions to improve your listening experience. Rediscover the amazing story of the 1999 cult classic isometric video game, Planescape Torment, like you've never heard before. Speaking to the doorman Splinter, you learn that the wizard Quell can be found in the Festhall's private Sensorium, and in order to have access to there, you must be a member of the Society of Sensation, one of Sigel's most prominent factions. While you may now be sworn to the Godsman, you know from Elwyn that you once had belonged to the Sensates.
We do not recognize you from before today, but nor do we see any lies dripping from your tongue. Very well. We shall grant you access to those privileges allowed only to the members of the Society of Sensation if you can speak to us of any distinct sensations you have gathered recently.
All right.
We would ask for 5 sensations then, each pertaining to one of the body's senses, or a single experience which has strong elements of all 5.
I'd have a single experience to contribute then. I woke up, not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary. A place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their care have seen. Splinter nods.
Go on.
My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of labored metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. He nods again.
A disturbing experience.
And I even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter?
Yes. We welcome you back, traveler, and grant you access to those privileges allowed only to members of the faction.
A spiral staircase descends like a great vine, unfurling from the canopy above, and with a nod, the doorman bids you step upon it, before it rises, carrying you to the private sensory gardens of the Society of Sensation. Where the public Sensorium was a place of peace, set to prepare its guests for the sensations to come, this space is a flood to the senses, drenching you in both sound and scent. It is as if every garden, jungle, and forest in the multiverse bloomed all at once and were layered into this one piece of Sigil. The air is thick with moisture and almost feels charged, as if you were on the brink of thrill or danger, and at any moment, the whole place would spring to adventure. Indeed, the first sensory stone that you see displayed before you has inscribed beneath it, "Week-long hunting track across the forests of Arborea." You place your hands upon the stone, and the lushness of greenery seems to envelop you. You are standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are, by far, the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Before you can react, your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness, and a mad smile splits his features.
I knew you would come. Greetings. Oh, greetings. Greetings. So good to see you.
He sneers.
I bid your murderous tongue be silent. That's right. Murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable.
Who are you?
Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that are so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that called me an incarnation. Ha! I burned them all, I did. All that I found.
So, you're one of my earlier incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away.
If you put stock in such trash, yes.
What did those lying journals say?
They spoke lies. Lies! Lies! And nothing more! Filth about a man who forgets himself. Other incarnations of preserving their experiences in writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves! It's my life! Mine! You all want to steal my body, and you won't have it!
Where am I?
Oh, this. Just a little trap, is all. I realize that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you, ensnare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of this sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away.
The thing is right. You try and release yourself from the experience, but nothing comes of it. Your earlier incarnation doubles over with mocking laughter.
Surrender. You'll never escape. You may as well lay down and wait to fade away to nothing. I am the only one who can release you, and that I will not do.
I have some questions for you then. He crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even the tattoos mostly match yours. Was it you who got these tattoos done?
No! That one incarnation, that practical one did. I've tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with them still on it. I've tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them.
But why? His eyes flicker uncomfortably.
It is maddening to feel the eyes upon you, reading your body like a book.
His eyes grow wild as you begin to scan over the markings on his chest, as so many have done to you.
Stop that! Just stop reading me!
He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you.
Stop! Stop now! I'm warning you.
Fine. How'd you make this trap?
I can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but mine own would set it off.
But if your flesh sets it off, wouldn't that mean I'm you? You've trapped yourself. I've trapped myself. Don't you see?
Well, but that's not... You're one of the... I thought I put in safeguards. How could you... I be so foolish?
He wrings his hands together, biting his lower lip.
How to get out? How? I've forgotten. Wait. I am the only one who can release you, and that will not do. If you are I, then you can release yourself.
With a sudden draw, like some thread pulling on your spine, you are yanked from the sensation and are back in the sensory garden. You okay, Chief?
Yeah, think I just saw myself.
What, like a reflection? Whoa, seeing you would scare me.
Yeah. Come on.
After a few minutes of searching and asking around, an attendant leads you to another chamber, much darker than the rest. The walls are thick with twisted thorny briars and grey damp mosses, and there is a rich smell of sage and earthy soil. In the center, this sensory stone is a large green gem labeled as the Messenger. The attendant points out the old man lingering within, who shakes and stutters as he hobbles about in the darkness.
Thank you.
You notice as you approach that he is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. And after a moment, there is a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again.
Greetings.
Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth.
Excuse me.
The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put into his mouth.
I need to speak with you.
The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber.
Oh, Minerosian candies be damned.
He shakes his fist at the insect, then whirls on you.
What?
I want to talk about Ravel Puzzlewell. Before he responds, he pops a small red candy into his mouth.
You always trips about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle, babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering.
Suddenly, the candy shoots from his mouth, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly as it gradually sinks into the mulchy floor.
It was so tasty, too.
I'm sorry about your candy. He suddenly looks up, snarling.
Sorry? Oh, as you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashers like you should know their proper place.
He begins to jump up and down with surprising energy for his venerable appearance.
Proper place! Proper place!
Calm down. I only mean to ask you some questions.
Oh, I cannot, you yeasty, beef-witted pig nut.
His eyes bulge out as he jabs his finger at you.
Now off with you! Off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift.
He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth.
Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now, be gone!
With your trip to the Sensoriums yielding no further information on the night hag Ravel, you close off this long day and head for the private dormitories, reserved only for honored guests and sensates. While much humbler than other areas of the Festhall, the understated finery of the living quarters brings a welcome sense of calm and comfort. A young woman stands behind a foyer desk and smiles pleasantly as you enter.
Greetings, sir.
She closes her eyes and flips through a large ledger, stopping at what seems to be a random page and opening her eyes once more.
Here's your room key. Your chamber's been waiting quite some time for your return. Welcome back.
Thank you, but what do you mean about waiting for my return? The clerk gives you a strange look.
My ledger indicates that this is your key, sir, and has been for a good long time. If that is not so, then perhaps I'm merely mistaken. Would you like to rest now, sir?
That's okay. I'll see myself to it.
Down the hall and to your right, if you have forgotten.
Thank you. It seems whoever this prior sensate incarnation was had accrued incredible wealth. The room afforded you is practically a palace compared to anything you have yet stayed in. A large multi-roomed suite with a separate parlor and a set of glass doors that lead onto a small patio.
Whoa, Chief. You mean we could have been spending our nights here all along? You've been holding out on us.
Yeah, it seems that way.
What are you supposed to do with all this space? I wouldn't know where I kept anything.
Anna immediately starts rummaging through various desks and drawers, pulling out all manner of scrolls, charms, and trinkets. A well-stocked store for anyone who means to travel across the plains.
Jackpot!
Apparently, she finds a purse of coin under one of the beds. You and your companions spend the next few hours relaxing in and wandering about the dorms, enjoying this rare and unexpected luxury. Your suite is more than comfortable enough, but the common room is filled with fine foods and refreshment, and there is no shortage of engaging company to be found, including one rather terrifying woman who seems to have the unnerving ability to siphon away any desire you might express to her, a feat that leaves Mort feeling both confused and more than a little disturbed. But one thing you have primarily on your mind is going through any and all of your previous incarnation's possessions, particularly searching for any letters or documents. You find little of any interest, and beyond a few magical scrawlings of spells, anything written down appears to be meaningless or trivial. But you do find one thing that draws your attention: a heavy dodecahedron. It is about the size of both your fists balled together and seems inexplicably familiar to you. Its texture is cold and smooth, but whether it's stone or metal, you cannot tell. A certain, almost intangible tension runs over the object, as if it were ready to spring into the air at any moment. You seat yourself within your room to inspect it in privacy, and upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock. As each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions, the dodecahedron has no less than 244,140,625 settings. It would take every second of the next 77-odd years to hit all the combinations. But then, you might just get lucky and stumble onto a solution in minutes. As you methodically twist the cold grey facets of the dodecahedron, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move of their own accord, turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You knew the combinations once, and you also become aware that there's a certain danger within the object, though whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, you cannot tell. In moments, you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into their proper places. As you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron, you recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at a meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions, avoiding trap after trap, each, you remember, becoming more and more deadly. Eventually, the dodecahedron splits once, twice, and then unfolds itself impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into its surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. You realize that this dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. You hear the slightest noise by the entrance, and glancing over your shoulder, you see a slow, gentle swirling in the shadows, something twisting and curling.
Anna?
Your tiefling friend steps out from the darkness.
How'd you tell?
You twitch your tail when you're nervous, or when someone's watching you.
Oh? Watching me? Is that what you were doing?
Just enough to see you lurking in the shadows. It gives you away a lot more than you realize, you know.
One visit to this place and now you're a Festhall teacher?
What? I was just saying that
You're trying to make me look a fool, you are?
It was nothing. I was just trying to help.
Oh, aye. Are you sure that every time I nick something from someone's purse or spring a lock, you aren't just shaking your head behind your back, going, clumsy, stupid girl, she doesn't know how it's done? Does that make you feel better about yourself? Does it?
I don't think you're clumsy, and I don't think you're stupid.
There I was, minding my business, and you come striding into Farrod's court, and him all bowing and curtsying to you, playing the bootlick. And then he orders me to go with you, which he's never done, and you start putting on airs about how you know more than me? What gives you the right? Who do you think you are?
Anna,
You think of me as some sort of wretch? Would now know where to go without me da? Well, thank you for taking me in. How you must pity me. Oh, well, what would you like me to do now in return? Lick your boots and curtsy like he did?
What the hell's you talking about? I don't pity you, and you are nothing like him.
Oh, no. No. Oh, what makes you say that? My hair? My skin? Oh, I can't think of anything else.
I meant he was a greedy, stooped old gutter troll, and in no way resembles you.
Oh, is that so? And how do you see that?
Are you serious? Aside from the way you carry yourself, you're confident, sensible, and graceful, and that doesn't even take into account your obvious good looks. Have you ever looked at yourself? You have that rich, fire-red hair, those sharp green eyes, and that striking profile.
Anna just stares at you. She doesn't even blink.
So what is your problem? I make a simple statement, and you twist it like a dagger. Are you listening to me?
Suddenly, Anna leans in and bites you sharply on the neck, giving a soft hiss. Rather than pulling back, she presses closely into you and whispers into your ear.
Do you fancy your chances?
Her tail begins to lash slowly back and forth, but the rhythm is more hypnotic than angry. You can feel Anna's heart beating fast in her chest and the color rising into her cheeks. And again, for the second time today, you become conscious of the fact that Anna's skin is smooth, soft.
I want to tell you something. And you can't poke fun at me.
All right.
I wasn't lying before. I do like the way you smell. Oh, aye. It drives me barmy than a chaos man, it does.
She sniffs up the side of your cheek, and she gives a low, eager hiss.
I see the way you look at me, and I like it. You've got hungry eyes, you do. It makes me afire.
She teases the side of your neck with her teeth, never breaking skin, and with every whisper, you can feel her breath along your ear. Her hand slides up around the back of your neck and tightens, and you can feel her nails digging into your skin.
I want to drag me nails along the back of your neck and force you to kiss me. Do you know I can smell you from 50 paces? The smell of formaldehyde pouring off of you like one of them dusty shamblers. Maybe if you tidied yourself up some, you'd be a right prize.
Her eyes flash.
I'd make passion with you so hard, you'd be knocked off the spire.
She leans back, her tail flicking lightly against your leg, then gives you a hard stare.
So, do you fancy me?
Without saying anything, you pull her closer and bite her lightly on the neck. As your teeth touch the skin, Anna hisses loudly, clawing like a cat, and tears away from you.
I was only teasing you, you scarred vampire. Leave off.
Her face is flushed, and she is breathing heavily.
And watch your mitts next time.
She folds her arms around her.
You're making me red, you are.
Overstimulated and impassioned by the day's events, you lie alone in this regal bed with the prospect of sleep far from your mind. Who was this incarnation who was held here with such regard? The same who had courted Elwyn, possibly, but can it be him that was waiting within the trap of the sensory stone? Who stole the bust of you from Niall Xander the Dream Builder? Who commissioned it in the first place? Who was it who gave Elebrand's mother the scroll set to harm you? And how does this Ravel fall into any of this? You think to turn to the pages of your growing journal, but instead have that slight sensation tugging within your mind. You rise from your bed, making again for the private sensorium. You are back in the bramble-choked chamber, the smell of soil and plant growth rising from the damp mulch beneath. Before you, the sickly green sensory stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon with creeping vines, almost as if they guard it from being removed or disturbed. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired. So tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs. Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you.
Awake now, are you? Questioning all done.
The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you can feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue. And your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes?
Now, see me you did, spoke you did, and poorly. So, the price have you paid,
The crone sounds amused. Then her tongue drops sharply.
No more questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words. For in minding me, you shall live. Nod if you hear me, or another bit shall I take.
You nod.
Remember me, traveler. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it. And know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me. Or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I.
The woman pauses, then hisses again.
Not if you hear me, ragged thing.
Every muscle in your body feels numb and rigid, but you force yourself to nod again.
Pretty polite to listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain.
The crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there is only a sick, gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you? And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness.
Ravel! Ravel, it is I!
There is silence.
Ravel?
My precious man.
There is the slow shuffling of feet, and you can feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely, you can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut upon a dirty floor, where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone. Your legs have been hacked off at the knees. Yet, you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. As you look up through your bloodied, blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish-grey face grinning with yellow tusks.
Ravel is pleased. Wondering I was if this messenger would make it, for weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate.
She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled upon the tip of it is an eyeball. The right one.
Yet, to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time too together he has shared. And now you have come. Success.
Ravel, I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her greyish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders.
No. Only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong. You must find me, my precious man.
But how? I do not know.
I am beyond knowing in a lady's place. Now, shh. And listen to Ravel, for there is much you must do to find me. 3 things must you do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key.
Door?
The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me.
What is the key you spoke of?
To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festive hall, many, yet only one there knows the knowing of what the key is that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall spill forth.
When you say unlock the key, what do you mean?
Knowing the key is not enough. So Ravel thinks, knowing it and unlocking it, 2 tasks that must be joined. For at times, a thing knows not its nature. But you are no stranger to that.
Ravel cackles, a long, hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Ravel, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience?
Of stones and experiences and telling will Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Return to me. I will give what help I can.
Ravel gives a final smile, a horrible yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing.
But in the end, only the one question remains.
What do you mean, Ravel?
Only one question. This I ask.
Ravel's eyes blaze like fires, the light of them turning her face blood red.
What can change the nature of a man?
At the question, you feel a tremor pass through like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Your vision clears until you are standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Thank you for listening to Planescape Torment, the unofficial audio series, a RevocerGM production. To support the show and those involved, please consider subscribing to our Patreon or donating via our Ko-fi page. Links to both are in the description.